Good morning. Bhualum fáilte córáh an tara nua agus an tá súlagum go mbeidh chorus idicus níos fearr again. I listened carefully what the Minister was saying in relation to this question. And I detect that, I hope that he's going to show some flexibility in relation to this whole area. But the big difficulty for schools and parents is that the arbitrary date of the 18th of March for awarding the SNAs, I believe it's a travesty, leaving children with real needs without necessary supports. So, Minister, would you not agree that it is an arbitrary and misinformed and indeed sneaky method of, as if the enrolment stopped in March in mid-air? Because the reality is that enrolment continues on till September. And my concern is that the potential loss of SNA will see many children falling further behind and in danger of increased levels of suspension and exclusion. So do you accept that it's the parents of those children who are most in need of SNA supports, who are often the least able to access service and the need? And just today, Minister, a young mother from my own constituency rang me up in relation to her own child, 6 years of age, a mental age of 2 years of age, trying to get into a local school. And the problem straight away is in relation to the SNA. And it's those parents there that, it's a nightmare for schools, but it's an even bigger nightmare in relation to for parents.
I thank the Deputy for his good wishes at the outset of his supplementary question, and I want to say to him that I do recognise the extraordinary burden that falls on the shoulders of parents with children whom they love dearly and do manifestly have special needs. What I would welcome, as I said in my main reply, is suggestions from school management and from parents' associations dealing with young people in this category, how best we can allocate the resources. The numbers are fixed. The sooner we can get information into the system so that the school can plan to have an SNA in their school, the better. And I would be open to suggestions that can improve on what you described as the arbitrary date of the 18th of March. I'm open to suggestions and I would invite suggestions.
Brief supplementary, Deputy Crowe.
See, the difficulty that I would see it is that it's inevitably going to lead to competition in relation to it, and it's unseemly in relation to those kids who need those supports. And we're talking about Bart and the school is going to have to decide who is going to get it. But the difficulty is, Minister, in relation to the date between March and September. There's no flexibility. So how do you plan for the school? So what's really going to happen, Minister, is that those children are not going to be brought into the school. So we're going to be left in this, families are going to be left in this. I just think, Minister, you need to think again. You're saying in relation to, we're making this decision on the basis of finance, but we're talking about, many of these people. Would you not agree that we're talking about people that are on less than €12 an hour? So, surely if we're going to cut somewhere, I need to look somewhere else.
Minister.